Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. I'm currently standing in a warehouse in the middle of Essex. I'm here because I'm seeing my good friend Jack. Jack runs AutoID. For those of you that aren't familiar with AutoID, they make accessories and let's call them like M Performance style parts for BMW, but he also makes parts for various other manufacturers and cars. Now I'm down here with my beloved M2 Competition, which we're just about to walk past now, which is just parked inside the premises. There she is, clean for once, as most of you will be super excited to see because I get a lot of grief for that, but as you know, this car gets used properly. It's not my garage queen. That in the corner there is actually Jack's 130i. I used to have one of them back in 2006 when they were new. N52, about 265 horsepower, rear wheel drive. That was the original M135 in my opinion. They came with terrible run flats back in the day and the ride was horrific, but real little pocket rockets. We're going to look at what they have available for my car in particular. Because there's a number of things now. He started off doing just things like wing mirror caps, and in fact, for those of you long-term subscribers who remember Jack, and I'm going to try and overlay a clip of him when I picked up my original M2, and he actually sold me a pair of carbon wing mirror caps. And if you remember, the original M2 only had this sort of standard F-series wing mirrors, not these M-specific sort of wing mirrors. And so he was one of the first people to actually produce a proper wing mirror cap that bolted straight on. So effectively, it looked like a familiar M3 or M4 of its time. But now my M2 Competition's here. I'm going to reverse this back in, pull down that blind, and then head inside and actually talk to Mr. Jack on these two comfortable looking chairs. It's very warm in there, so we'll head in there now. Okay guys, we're inside the house that Jack built now.
Yeah, literally.
This is Jack, for those of you who don't know.
Hello.
I was playing my old collection video of my original black M2, which was
April 2016.
See, Jack knows that very well, and that's partly because of that's when you kind of started kicking off.
Yeah, that was actually the start of AutoID. Well, actually, we formed in 2015, but that video was kind of what took us from just to test the sort of would this work to oh shit, this is viable. So yeah, that was pretty much the start of us. We developed that M-style mirrors, which was. I mean, to be honest, you see loads of them now all over the place on eBay, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But I don't know, this sounds like an ego thing, but it actually kind of did start from us. Back in 2015, October 2015, when the M2 was announced. Yeah. Obviously, everyone went a bit mad because first off, they were absolutely over the moon that there was an M2 coming. Yeah. Following on from the M1M, sorry. But when it didn't have the M mirrors, like the 1M did, everyone was kind of a bit like, oh right, it was missing it sort of thing, and it was that thing. So
so that's when you were suddenly light bulbs were like.
Yeah, but at the time it wasn't even a business thing. It wasn't even a business opportunity thing. It was more. I was on baby BMW at the time. Yeah. And I was a bit of a car. I am a car nerd. And I was on there probably trying to just get a bit of kudos, really, like sort of get a bit of a sort of see if I can fix this solution.
And now we're sitting here in this amazing place with my car parked out front, and this is a really cool little office. I mean, it's a drag radial tyre.
Yeah, it's a drag radial tyre. I bought this on eBay. I think it's 110 quid, 120 pounds, sorry, from Florida. Got a ship from Florida, and then just plunked a bit of glass on it. I also bought on eBay. So.
Talking about, we've got some car magazines in front of us. The BMW Performance. Yes. Let's just flick that open.
That's actually quite a proud moment. Yeah. That's so. I mean, I used to. As you probably all do, I read magazines growing up because you're into your cars. Yeah. And we found out sort of September time that there was an opportunity to have one of our customers in the mag. We've got like a 6-page spread.
And this is December edition, which is the newest one. And in fact, I've seen this car on Instagram loads. And like you said, it's literally like 50% BMW, 50% AutoID.
That's probably a shout out to Jeff as well. I don't know if he'll watch this, but this car's brilliant.
Before we head outside, because we're going to go and have a wander around my car, look at what's available.
This is an early example of how we use reduced carbon fibre, because it's the easiest and sort of cheapest way of doing it, if I'm honest. Basically what you do, you get a plastic, ABS plastic mirror cover that you bought from BMW, you can replicate the mould, bulk produce that, and then you skin the carbon, then you skin that plastic cap in carbon. So you get the aesthetics of carbon fibre without the price, the price tag.
And with it, but then you lose all the benefits of actual carbon, and the weight. In fact, I remember the ones,
durability, all that sort of stuff that comes with carbon fibre, you don't necessarily get with that.
So it's purely, as you say, aesthetics. And I remember the original ones you gave me were actually quite a bit heavier than the plastic ones I removed. But they looked the business, and for me at the time it was like, I want looks over form function. I always get them the wrong way around. But and then we introduced a new one, and on the outside of it, actually, you'd be hard pushed to tell the difference. They look very similar, but it's when you turn them over. Me feeling them firstly, it's ridiculous. The weight of this
I can actually throw some numbers. So that's 121 grams, and that's 256.
256, okay. So that's exactly half the weight. I always exaggerate, especially to the women. The minute you turn this new one around, or their current, this is how all the current ones are. I mean, it is just, it's actual pure carbon. It's just beautifully made, and all the little attachment. It's just really nice. This is like something. If I pluck this off the shelf at, say, McLaren while I was walking through their parts bin, that's what I'd expect to see as an example. It's just beautifully made. It's real carbon, and it just feels so nice and lightweight.
I mean, the reason that is because so much cost goes into producing them, so much extra cost. So these are built using, this can be done using just the plastic cap, whereas these require actual CNC milled metal mould. So you genuinely have to, so you either spend a fortune on loads of different moulds, which obviously you have to have that outlay, or you can produce them slowly. Either way, it means that there's a higher cost associated with them, but the quality you get from them is so much better because it's so much more consistent every time. And
just to put it into pricing perspective, I don't know if we use this one necessarily or whatever. What's the difference between performance and your pricing?
So for BMW, I mean, someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's about £200 a cap at the moment, and they're £220 for the set. So
you're talking half price basically, give or take 10%. Are there other manufacturers that you work with?
So our philosophy with picking manufacturers is basically start from the bottom and work our way up, and we've spent quite a bit of time now with BMW, so we're now into sort of like X3 competition, X5, or M5 series, all that stuff. We're sort of trying to work our way up, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So now moving into Mercedes, Audi, and also Tesla as well.
Wow.
So,
Tesla, thinking of the future.
So the new W177 A-Class will be doing bits for that soon. The new Audi A3, 2020 A3 will be coming out next year.
Wow. So you're already doing R&D and stuff
That's it, so we're getting ready for that, and then also the Tesla Model 3's got all bits coming for that now as well.
That makes sense.
So very much I know the M135 that we've been
there's lots of, I've been looking at some of your prototype stuff for that, so that's really exciting. Let's go outside and talk. Let's talk more carbon outside. Okay, so here we are, outside, inside, with my car. What we're going to do is we're going to start the front and work our way backwards, looking at all the various parts and accessories that AutoID can sell you for your M2 Competition in this case. But as we talked about inside, they do it for a number of other models, BMW models, and a number of other manufacturers now. So, and also we're not going to cover every single part that's available on the M2 Competition, but just probably your main ones.
This is a very similar style to the M Performance front lip that you can already get for the M2 Competition. So it's in the same way. So you've got OEM bolts, bolt attachments, and then.
Now this is something that I definitely wasn't looking at, but then Jack showed me what it looks like. he married it up off camera earlier on, and I was just like, oh my god. We'll come around here, have a look at it. It just looks so good. Look at that. I mean, with the way I drive it sometimes, I would be a bit paranoid about tearing it off.
Especially in London.
Especially, yeah, London speed bumps. But saying that, the way it fits, it's not like, it's not facing down and prone to catching. It's nice and flush.
It's about an extra 10 mil onto the front of the car, which obviously if you're stock,
yeah,
it's no issue at all. I mean, if your car's a bit lower, you might want to be, take some consideration into that. But there's other options for that as well. So you could use you could just do the side fins and maybe go for like a stirping front neck in the middle, which actually doesn't protrude any further.
Yeah, because you've already got these little mini guards that are down there that you might be able to see, and they tend to stick out a fair amount anyway. And that's most of the time when you think you've smashed your front splitter on an M car, especially, and you hear that horrible. Usually 99% of the time it's actually just that guard there. This is something I'm definitely getting fitted today. It's something that I've seen on Mike from Motec's car, in fact. And these are what they're called, side blade.
Yeah, they're side fender trim. So BMW obviously have the stock plastic version. They're kind of cheaped out on it, which is a bit strange.
Yeah.
But so the plastic trim there, and this is the full replacement for it. So.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes it look so much nicer. Yeah, do you know what that reminds me of? A bit like on a normal Mini 1 at the wheel arch, sort of that kind of plastic.
Exactly the same plastic.
So we're going to put them on. We'll show you us putting them on. But they also do colour-coded ones. And so, obviously my car is Hockenheim Silver, and here is a lovely Long Beach Blue. So, as you can imagine, if you had a Long Beach Blue car, that would look absolutely stunning.
This as well, by the way, that's not just like a crappy finish, it's just got a plastic
plastic cover.
Yeah, plastic cover over the top.
Yeah, so they're going to be just a really subtle, nice change, which is exactly up my street. And something else that I wasn't looking at doing, but now I'm here, Jack's maybe going to convince me, are the wing mirror caps that we're just looking at in there. But in fact, the ones inside were just the normal F-Series caps. These are the M version of that.
So again, these are full carbon fibre as well.
Yeah, beautiful. Really, really nice. And let's just marry that up slightly to the wing mirror, just so we get a rough idea. So obviously, you can imagine mirror caps and then that being carbon. Well, maybe you won't have to imagine, because maybe at the end of the video we will show you. But anyway, so that is the wing mirrors. So you're inside my car now. Obviously, mine being a manual, you're probably less likely to want to buy some paddle shifters, but...
a bit of trouble trying to
yeah, they're not doing anything. They don't work.
But yeah, so these are for a DCT car, but they fit the M2. But to be honest, BMW, quite luckily for us, are quite lazy with the way they design all their gubbins behind the steering wheel. So this steering wheel shared across kind of the whole F series range. Yep. So these will fit 1 series, 2 series, 4 series, the whole sort of shebang.
They're much longer. They extend down the bottom as well.
Yeah, so they've got some really nice details as well. So on the back, you've got actual
imprints for your
hands. Yeah. And you can also tailor them. So you've got a forged carbon version if you're going for the Performante look.
Yep.
On your 1 series.
Yep.
Or you've got the sort of normal sort of 2x2 carbon fibre weave as well.
Lovely.
And what's nice is with paddle shifters, you can really personalise them. So. You can go for an aluminium version as well, which is slightly cheaper, but you can have it painted to match your car colour. So if you wanted a Hockenheim Silver one, you can.
Yeah.
And then you can customise the
actual plus and minus on them as well.
Colour. So if you wanted them in silver,
to
match.
Yeah, like I've done with the rim on the wheel there, Hockenheim Silver sort of band. Really nice. Yeah. Again, maybe a bit excessive for me, but.
I think it's definitely extra. I mean,
no, but it does make the car look so much more aggressive and
look wider.
Yeah.
I think actually, if you're going to go for side skirts, that's the most subtle way you can have a side skirt.
Yes.
Rather than going sort of the whole length of the car.
Definitely. And then, well, we're going to sort of finish around the back before we crack on with stuff that we're doing with the car. Obviously, you do a spoiler.
Yeah, actually the most popular spoiler for this at the minute, especially now because the new M2 CS has just been announced.
Yep.
We started producing a CS version of that spoiler 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So we tried to get ahead of the market now, and that's still really popular for us. So that'll be on the website.
But you've got down here, we're looking at...
the diffuser. So this is a carbon fibre version of the existing diffuser.
Wow, look at that.
It's got the all intricate that you have here, so the slots, which actually they've now used on the front bumper, these sort of free sort of design language. So you've still got that on here as well, but you've obviously got the more aggressive slats, which are present on the M Performance carbon diffuser as well, and especially if you, like you've gone for the ringless exhaust or an upgraded system. It
really complements each other. Yeah, that's again, that's something that's very, very tempting. It's basically these a combination of clipping in, but they've also got some adhesive tape.
Yeah, so you've got the clips. These are sort of like locator tabs, really. They just sort of locate it on. It doesn't really clip onto anything.
Sure.
And yeah, I mean, actually that does, but yeah. So this literally just locates.
Oh yeah, that looks fantastic. Okay, so Jack has now installed one of the lovely mirror caps, and oh my god, it just looks so good. It looks so good because it really makes this pop, or that makes that pop, vice versa. It just looks really good. See, these are the sort of mods that I really like on the car, because they're not really adding to anything that was on there. We already had one of these. We already had, obviously, a wing mirror cap, but they just look so much better than the OEM ones. Yeah, you have to wait until the next video to see if I do decide to go for the wing mirror caps or not, but I think regardless of whether I take them today or down the track, I'm pretty much sure that I do want those.
So we've got a bit of a social competition going on at the minute. It'll be on our social channels. If you like the page, tag 2 friends, and then share the post, you'll be in with a chance of winning either some gloss black grills for your BMW, some of the M Performance, like M style gloss black mirror covers, or a £100 voucher on the store, which you can spend however you want. You can buy.
And so make sure you head over to AutoID Insta, which is AutoID, and also your Facebook page, which is also
there as well. Weirdly, we couldn't get actually AutoID, so it's like AutoID posts.
Okay, I'll link all of this below in the description. But yeah, make sure you head over and with a chance to win that. If you're not the lucky one or the lucky winner, and you do fancy getting yourself something with AutoID, which I can't recommend high enough, honestly. So if you did want to head over to the website and you wanted to buy something, there's a 5% discount code that I'm going to put in the description below, and probably on the screen somewhere here. And so you can purchase whatever you want, anything of what you've seen today or anything on the website, and get yourself 5% off. I will speak to you guys soon. Stay tuned for the next video. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed today, and leave any comments, questions below. But remember to check out AutoID. I'll put all of their particulars down below.
Like, comment, subscribe.
And subscribe. Like, comment and subscribe, you know. Right, I'm back to being Joe. See you later.